titled The Nature and State of Local Government. So, according to Aristotle, it is better for a city to be governed by a good man than by good laws. Why? Because no matter how our laws, no matter how good our laws are, but if it has a leader which is corrupt or a bad man, then there will be no developments of the city. So it is said that it is better to have a good man who governed than to have a good laws. That's according to Aristotle. So, I will be discussing the meaning and nature of local government, the layers of local authority, the rationale for local government, classification system of LGUs, and the structures and functions of local government in the Philippines. In most countries, there are two levels of government exist. The upper level is the sovereign nation. The lower level is the part of governments or the local government. In a sovereign nation government, national government, it is able to chart its own affair and to command recognition from other countries. While the local government, it has no inherent power, but it have an authority to exercise their powers. So, constituted by law, they possess rights and necessary organization to regulate their own affairs. Let's now proceed to the layers of local authority. Within subordinate local government exists a hierarchy of authority. First is the intermediate units of local government, which coordinate services in a larger area and supervise lower levels of local authorities. Second is basic units of local government. Those are the performing services for people who live together in a community, which are the cities, municipalities, and districts. In a few countries, a lower and smaller form of local government constitutes the sub-municipal level, the typified by the barangay in the Philippines, the parishes in the UK, and the mabol in Turkey. The International Union of Local Authorities, or the IULA, noted that the number of layers of local government depends on geography, number of basic units, degree of centralization, and the population. As we could observe, the previous precedents were only focusing on the central government. So, they mas na-develop yung sa Luzon or sa Manila kumpara dito sa mga provinces like in Mindanao. So, we are matagal or hindi na-address yung mga issues, mga problems ng Mindanao kasi mas na-focus yung sa national government na mga issues. So, local government is advantage for the promotion of rural development because as we could observe now during the regime of President Rua Duterte, we could observe that there is a already development in the rural region, in the local regions. In local government, there are means of providing self-identity, especially in ethnical homogeneous communities. So, there is a classification of local government system. According to Alderfer, 1964, he classifies local government system into four basic types: the French, the English, the Soviet, and the traditional. French system is the hierarchical and centralized, while the English system is decentralized, and the Soviet system is hierarchical but decentralized and is led by one party. So, let's now proceed to the structures of LGUs in the Philippines. The national government by law creates merges of abolished LGUs, endows them with powers within their jurisdictions, and determines national local government units. While these local units may be created by law, the local government code mandates that the resident of the areas affected by the creation should approve the measure in plebiscite. There is a criteria in the creation of LGUs. First is in the province, there should be a land area of 2,000 per kilometer to be certified by the LMB. In population, at least 250,000 to be certified by the NSO, and in income, at least 20 million to be certified by the DOF. While for the component city, the land area should have at least 100 square kilometer to be certified by the LMB. There is a population at least 150,000 and income at least 20 million to be certified by the DOF. For the highly urbanized city, the land area should have at least 50 square kilometer. The population should have at least 200,000 and income at least 50 million. For the municipality, land area should have at least 50 square kilometer, population at least 25,000 and income at least 2.5 million. And for the barangay, the only criterion is population of at least 2,000, provided that barangays in Metropolitan Manila should have a minimum population of 5,000. The officials of LGUs in each local government units has a set of executive and legislative officials. At the provincial level, there are governor, vice-governor, and the members of the Sangguniang Panglalawigan. At the municipal city level, there are mayor, vice-mayor, and members of the council or the Sangguniang Bayan and Sangguniang Panglungsod. In addition to the elected officials, there are ex officio members. This is the local presidents of the League of Barangays, presidents of the local federation of Sangguniang Kabataan, the presidents of the Federation of Sangguniang members, and 3 sectoral representatives from women's, workers, and special sectors. While there is an appointive officials in the LGUs are the secretary to the Sanggunian, treasurer, assessor, budget officer, civil registrar, administrator, legal officer, agriculturist, social welfare, and development officer. Let's now proceed to the services rendered by the LGUs. So the following 5 basic services are devolved to the LGUs by the local government code. First is health, agriculture, maintenance of the public works and highways, environmental protection, and social welfare. Well, the funds of LGU. Main source of revenue is the Internal Revenue Tax or the IRA. Local governments can impose real property tax, and much depends on their assessment and collection efficiency. They also have tax business. Cities and municipalities impose the amusement tax. Even now, barangay clearance are required a business permits. Special local government units. The Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, or the ARM, which would respond to the special needs in the predominantly Muslim areas. The region has its governor, assembly, as well as a cabinet. Provinces covered include the Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, Maguindanao, Lanao del Sur, Basilan Province, and Marawi City. So that's end my report in Chapter 1.